feel like my background's really boring, like I should have fairy lights or something. As you can tell by the title of this video, I am facing a fear. A fear I really didn't know that I had. It is so much of a fear that even making this video is challenging. Like, I don't want to do it. I just want to really go to bed right now, or draw a picture, or sew on my sewing machine, anything. I don't want to make this video. Before I jump into talking about what it is that is causing me such fear, I want to talk about the things I can recognize in my life to realize that this is a fear. The thing that's causing me fear, it's a creative thing. I love creative things. I should be excited about this, and I am excited about this, but I'm also just afraid. So before I go off on yet another rabbit trail to stall for more time so I don't have to talk about this, let's start talking about this. What are some signs that I saw that made me realize that this is a fear of an obstacle that I need to overcome? I have 3 defenses that I put up when this kind of a fear happens, which isn't very often. That's why I didn't really recognize it. And the first one is I put it off. I, by nature, am a procrastinator. I love starting projects. Finishing them is a bit more of a challenge for me. This has gone far beyond the realms of normal procrastination. And it's stupid because I can't wait for this project to be done because I'm so excited about it. Number 2, kind of hand in hand with the first one, super uninspired. Like, I sit down at my desk to work at this. Now, like I said, this is a creative project that I'm working on. This is right up my alley. This is what I love to do. But I'm so uninspired to finish it. Third thing, self-doubt. When I actually do create something for this project, progress it forward, then I look at what I've created and I immediately begin to second guess myself. Is that the best I could possibly do? If I could give myself another month to work on this, I could make it even better. Better yet, another year. I should work on it for another year. I should take a rest. I should take a vacation. And then when I come back from this vacation, then I can work on this. It'll be better if I just wait. But waiting never gets anything done. The whole theme of this project was to push my creativity, to force me to create something. Some of you may remember a few months ago, I did a choose your own adventure story where I told a part of the story. I had a couple of different options for you guys to choose what happened next in the story, and you guys voted on the next option, and then the next week I would tell you more of the story and illustrate another picture. If you haven't seen that series, I will leave a link at the end of this video so that you can watch the Choose Your Own Adventure story, because it turned out fantastically fun. It challenged me artistically, it challenged me creativity. I was creatively challenged in writing as well as illustration. Now, I love telling stories. In fact, my niece's favorite thing when I put her to bed at night is for her to say, tell me a story about, and then she'll just randomly name something and I will tell her a story about that. I love making up stories. Whenever I create a picture, I am always making up a story about this picture. So creating a story for myself is not hard. I love doing it. I can't stop doing it. In fact, that's what I do when I have nothing to do. I tell myself stories. The scary part is sharing those stories with you guys, because I had never really done that before. I don't know if I'm a good storyteller. I might be a really bad storyteller. And I didn't want that to bother me. So the Choose Your Own Adventure stories were really good for me. But I kind of had this safety net around me, because if during the story someone said, oh, the story is really bad, I can say, well, it was rushed. I had to write it within a few days and illustrate it. So yeah, I didn't get to put a lot of thought into it. So I had that safety net around me. Well, after the story was over, I really liked the story. I love how we created it. I loved the characters. I loved the character designs. And I was really inspired to finish it, to put it in an actual book form so that you could read it. Of course, I had to change some of the writing so that it wasn't a Choose Your Own Adventure story. It was a regular story. I had a wonderful friend who is an editor, and she agreed to edit the book for me. And that's when the niggling of fear began, because once I sent it away for someone else to read and edit, it became really real. And I started getting really nervous and scared. So all I had to do, add a few more illustrations to it and put it out there for you guys. It's been almost a month since I've had it. I should have had these illustrations done weeks ago. I really wanted this book out by Thanksgiving. I really wanted this book out by the 1st of December, the second week of December, and I just kept not working on it. I kept drawing illustrations for it and then erasing them because it just wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't good enough. And that's when I decided, I just don't think it's ever going to be good enough. That's because I'm in something brand new that I've never pushed myself to get better in, which is storytelling. I enjoy it, but it's always been a hobby. And this is the point where I'm changing it from a hobby to being something more professional. So I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm changing. And hopefully in a year's time, I look back at this story, I'm going to go, ugh, because I will hopefully have improved. And it really got me thinking. So many of us with our art are scared to put it out there. We're scared to let people see it. We're scared to share it. We enjoy creating art. We enjoy the process and the journey that it takes us personally. But when we have to take that next step and share it with other people where they can say, oh, that's great, or they can say, oh, that's bad. That's when it gets scary. But that's the challenge. So today I'm being brave. I'm facing my fear. I have pushed the button. The book is live. I have a link in the description box of this video. You guys can go and purchase the book if you want. It's a digital book. I'm not so brave as to put it into paperback yet. Perhaps one day. I don't know. We'll see what you guys think about it. But I'm excited. And what's exciting is I have other stories. Will I be brave enough to put them out on paper and illustrate them? I don't know. I don't know yet. But through this portion of my art journey and now writing journey, I just want to encourage you. If there's something in your life that you feel like you want to share with the world, whether it's art or writing or creating music, dancing, whatever it is, but you're just scared of taking that next step from creating something that's just for you in your little bubble to something that you share with the world, just do it. Is that Nike? Push through whatever walls you put up to stop yourself, whether it's not being motivated or doubting yourself or procrastinating. Don't wait until next summer when you have more time or next year when you're better at your skill. Start it right now. Go for it right now, because if you're always waiting for tomorrow to start your project, it'll never get done. And while I hope you enjoy the story and illustrations that I created, I can't wait to see what you guys create. And I really need to get some fairy lights.